The Palm Beach Civic Association brings you Palm Beach TV, the island's only newscast. We're sponsored by the Fortin Foundation of Florida. Now the news.
Welcome to Palm Beach TV. I'm Claudia Shea. Making headlines. Preserving history comes at a cost. The latest on the rehabilitation of the North Fire Station. Excess heat and rain contributing to toxic runoff for Lake Okeechobee. But first, we begin right here at the Port of Palm Beach, which you see behind me, and the port's plans for expansion, what those plans look like, and why they're causing some concerns.
Really talk about where we were, how we've gone through the process, where we're at now, and where we're going with our next steps.
Carrie Simpson from Moffitt & Nickel, the port's consultant, updated the town council on the port's modified 20-year draft master plan for expansion. The port, which currently occupies 165 acres in Riviera Beach, offers marine cargo and cruise services. Port officials are looking to expand their reach, saying the existing infrastructure limits cruise ship operations and cargo growth.
We're seeing there's a significant amount of containerized cargo growth that's anticipated, and this is going to exceed the current lease boundary for the containerized cargo terminal that's shown there in the red dashed line in about 2026.
The port is looking to add 18 acres of containerized cargo area. As for the cruise terminal, 400,000 passengers are expected to use the port this year, and according to the consultant, could hit its current passenger capacity in 5 to 7 years. To accommodate growth, the port has included cruise berth, terminal, and parking improvements in its plan to be able to accommodate more than 700,000 passengers annually. Town leaders expressed environmental concerns and the potential impact to the island, including water, air, noise, and light pollution.
More traffic means more noise in the north end, affects a potential widening and deepening of the inlet. I know it's not in the plan, but bigger boats need more draft. Widening and deepening causes traffic, environmental concerns, and sort of a myriad of other problems, in my opinion.
Simpson addressed the possibility of the entry of larger ships when pressed by town leaders.
Are you saying that those are still on the table?
They're not on the table because it's not one of the
larger boats.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good that they're not on the table, and I'm glad that you removed them because they were in the previous version.
But what about the current version of the plan? While it is still a draft, it's being criticized for lacking specific information.
That's great to hear it, but I really want to see it in writing that these are not things that are going to be happening. I think that this plan should expressly reject any channel modifications, expansions, deepening, widening. If it did that, I think it would go a long way to promoting more support for it.
The one area in the plan that has perhaps been overlooked as far as a significant opportunity to make improvements for surrounding communities, including the town of Palm Beach, is working with some of their internal improvement projects to improve or reduce negative impacts on those communities, including things like light pollution, noise abatement, and other activity levels within the port that may have a negative impact.
The Port of Palm Beach is accepting comments and input from the public through July 27th. After that, consultants will present a modified plan to the port for approval and then to the county and the state of Florida. This week, the town council also requested and received a watershed report, updating town leaders on current algae conditions amid South Florida's extreme heat, a contributing factor to toxic algae blooms. These photos were taken in the Glades last month.
I know you're well aware of what happened in 2021. I know you want to be better prepared and in case that happens again.
Water from Lake Okeechobee makes its way through the watershed to the Lake Worth Lagoon. In 2021, pollution from the lake made its way into Grassy Waters and then into Clear Lake, the source of drinking water for our area. Our current rainy conditions are filling the lake, increasing the need to discharge some of the water toward coastal cities, but experts say conditions are still manageable.
Discharges from the lake they're not imminent. It's not going to happen next week. It's not going to happen soon, but I think it's likely to happen in the next couple months.
Town leaders will continue to get updates from water managers regarding pollution conditions, potential discharges from Lake Okeechobee, and the condition of our drinking water supply. Currently just a shell of its former self, the landmarked North Fire Station is now on track for a total rebuild. The town council unanimously agreed to pay a contractor nearly $15 million, a price that experts say was unavoidably inflated from original projections due to skyrocketing construction costs, supply limitations, the scarcity of contractors, and the state of disrepair of the century-old building.
We can't salvage the roof. We can't salvage roofs. Trusses, beams, columns, all of those are being replaced. We had to rebuild the cupola. That wasn't even salvageable. We're also having to put the building on piles. Nobody anticipated that either. So we're going to come in after the fact and shore up the existing foundations, and all new foundations are going to go on helical anchors, which are a non-vibratory piling system.
The council awarded the fire station contract to Hendrick Brothers Construction, which has already performed or overseen the early stages of the project. While the contract is for nearly $15 million, the council also approved another $1 million in contingency funds.
I hate the number. Let me be realistic, as I think we all feel the same. But I understand it. This is, other than Town Hall, this is the oldest building that we own. So it is part of the fabric of the town.
You've made it very clear that even if we had de-landmarked it and built new, that we would still be paying the same. So thankfully we have it and we are keeping it, and thank you for all you've done to get the price down.
Construction will shift into high gear in the coming weeks, with completion scheduled for the fall of 2024.
Thank you so much for joining us right here on Palm Beach TV, the island's only newscast. We also invite you to stay up to date on news events making headlines by following the Palm Beach Civic Association online and on social media.
Palm Beach TV is a production of the Palm Beach Civic Association. We thank our sponsor, the Fortin Foundation of Florida, and encourage you to let us know how we can provide news coverage that best serves our members and residents.